working on some Helix and guitar junk in a second, but I just got a new power supply from Full Compass, I think, for one of my Focusrite Octopre Mark IIs. Let's hope that brings us back to life. We'll find out. Problem. I'll show you what the problem is. Okay, let me get my EC cord. I got a lot of cleaning up to do today, but we got since Dose left, we got Kirby taking care of our cars. So he's out there working on that. I'm gonna pull this apart in a second. So let me show you what's happening here. And I don't know that this is the power supply. It may not be, so I could be bummed. So last time when he turned this on, none of these would respond. Oh wow. Now this is working. This is bizarre. Well, that's scary. See, I'd gotten to the school, and these lights were all flashing. And I was assuming it was the power supply. I've got a new power supply in, so I may just swap them out. That's probably the smarter thing to do. It's not making the trouble now, though. That's really freaking me out. But to me, that could be a capacitor has gone bad. And caps are notorious for this kind of thing. Like looking fine at one time. But I am actually very surprised here. Because this was all blinking. And this light right here was blinking. Man, I'm a little sketched here. Because usually when things break, they stay broke. But let's just go on from here. Let me raise this again. Okay, I know this is a big old mess. I just got myself a electric string winder. I know I'm spoiled, but this thing was driving me nuts. So yeah, I'm just gonna pop the screws out. So I'm going to swap the power supplies here just because I got one, and I'll keep the spare just in case. And, you know, like I say, I don't even know that the power supply was the problem. So I'm a little sketched. I would really like it, you know, anybody wants to donate a lot. I would like to change these mic preamps out to the newer ones with the word clock in and out on board, so I don't have to use the word clock distribution system and all this weird nonsense that's just asking for trouble. I would love to have the new ones or a different mic preamp that does the same thing. But I guess we went through a couple months ago, and there really is not that much stuff out there. So let's see. Screws on the side. Yeah, this kind of intermittent stuff really freaks me out because I would have expected this thing to still be broken. I had one spare Octopre and I took it out already. I wonder if there's a way to put the new word clock in the old one, like to get rid of the back panel, but I doubt it. And again, these ADAT connectors are so bad that I always have to hot glue them in, which really sucks. Okay, what's going on with this? The screw is not letting me put the screwdriver in. That's weird. Let me try a different screwdriver. Sorry that this thing's bouncing around. If I could get it to stop autofocusing, I would, but I don't know what's... Yeah, what the hell's going on here? Is this... I can't see at close range, so I don't know what exactly... Problem? This doesn't look stripped. Let me try some different screwdriver tips here. Try a real sharp one. So that's freaky, like right off the bat that it Yeah, stop focusing. Stop this. Stop it. Stop. Hold on. Let's just kill this thing. Cam. Screen. There we go. Sorry. Here the audio should be back. I had to change the turn off the autofocus thing, and so that took away the microphone. Looks all that pick and place SMT except for the transformer board. Yeah. So the weird thing was, I don't know if you saw earlier, the power light was flashing, everything was flashing. I couldn't switch anything, but when I just went to show you what the problem was, everything was working. But I'm thinking maybe that power supply is bad anyway, so I'm changing it out since I got a new one anyhow. But I'll mark the other one as potentially good. I'm gonna plug this in right now and see if it's working anyway. Power comes on, and I wasn't able to switch any of these switches the way it was before. But then somehow it worked. So I'm really worried that there was a capacitor that was really bad, and now it's cooled down, so it's working. So when I go to put this back in, and if I really leave it in there, it's gonna screw up again. That's a concern. But there's really nothing I can do about it. I changed out the power supply. We'll see what happens. You know, it sucks because, you know, I used to have such a good, close contact with Focusrite. I could talk to anybody in there. And now I don't really know any of the guys, and they don't know who I am. So, you know, a lot of times I get kind of feel sorry for myself that I'm losing. You know, you think about it. I used to be on first name basis with a lot of the movers and shakers, you know, the biggest rock stars, all these companies and stuff, and now who I am. I go to the Reaper users group and people give me a bunch of crap because they don't know who I am. So, you know, it's kind of sad. And I really need to get myself back out there and talk to people again so they know who I am. But, you know, life goes on, I guess. That was my old life. But anyway, sorry. I'll keep shut up about this. Anyway, looks like it's working okay. I'm just screwing it back together. Here's the warranty voiding one, like Puma Ninja says. Not that this warranty does any good when the thing's blown up, right? I mean, these things are made so long ago. I don't know if they're honoring anything about them anymore, but looks like it's working. Stick that back together. I'm gonna see how my mechanic is doing, and then I want to get back to you know, figuring out exactly what Bias Effects is doing different with their tube screamer than Helix is, because the same settings don't offer the same results, which I'm sure they're going to argue there's 400,000 different versions of the tube screamer, and there's like magical versions and not magical versions. And of course I dropped the screw, and I'm never going to find out. Oh, never say never. I just found it. Trying to hit my head to do it, but it's found it. And remember, one of these screws is screwy, so see how that goes. This actually might be the one. And I have a flathead available for that one. I think it is this one, so I'll deal with that in a second. Probably should use an electric screwdriver for this, but I don't really have one. I have a cordless drill. I guess, you know, now that I have the battery operated string winder, it's time for an electric screwdriver, screw gun, whatever. This is going to go back in my rack as a spare, and hopefully I don't have to use it. But if I do, hopefully it works. So I think it's like 50 bucks. Used to be like 30 bucks for a new power supply, but whatever. 50 bucks brought this thing back to life. Then great. I'm still very confused by why it was working when I just tried it before I swapped the power supply out. That's really not a good sign. I need to put the old power supply, because it might still be good, like I said. I'm actually going to put it back in the box. This is all put back together. Could test it, but kind of not that much of a point. Just going to put this guy back in the box. The packing so that I'll assume that it's new. And throw it in my... Got a lot of cleaning up to do today, actually. This will go back in the rack. Starting up and up. All right, so hopefully that's done. Think it's working. We'll find out. It's definitely letting me switch it and everything, do the stuff it's supposed to do. So I'll be back on that in a while. Oh, it's already 12:30. Man, I just don't have time anymore.